What is up, guys? It's Mike here, and today we are going to be opening and unboxing the complete set of Mix 19 for the 2021 Spinmaster Monster Jam trucks. Alright, so a very tricky mix to find. Nonetheless, this and Mix 20 are probably the hardest of the 2021 Spinmaster Monster Jam trucks to find, and it's been a challenge. It's been a real challenge to try to find any of these. So I recently found these back in around August or September, but I didn't find any of them. Well, all of them. I only found, I believe it was Sparkle Smash, and then the two most common trucks out of this entire mix has got to be El Toro and Gravedigger. I'm going to actually turn around Sparkle Smash. Oh, no, maybe not. Maybe you? Okay, you. So, as you can tell, I'll just point that out real quick. So if you get a card art like this, which is just a truck in the back, this is a Target, and if you get a card art like this, that is a Walmart. And it was very challenging to get these trucks. It was very hard to find them, but we got them. It took some time. It took a lot longer than what I expected, but they're finally here, and hey, you know, it's 2022, but, you know, yeah. But, anyway, I'm glad to finally complete all of the 2021 trucks. Now, we did run into this issue last year with Mix 14 and Mix 15. However, when those came out, they came out very fast, and it's kind of like the same this year. Just, it seems like Mix 20 is a little harder to get than Mix 19. But looking at the back of the package here, you can tell over here to the left, this is the chase piece for this mix. It is Son of a Digger, and it's the only chase piece with a black motor and black shocks, which is kind of interesting. But nonetheless, a pretty solid mix here. So we got Max D, we got a Max Contracts Earthshaker, we got a Sheer Madness Soldier Fortune, we have Sparkle Smash making its return, we got the Monster Mutt Husky, the Son of a Digger Chase Piece, the Gravedigger, which is a spectral one. It's pretty cool. And another El Toro that is yellow, and of course the Elemental Dragonoid. So usually when I rank these videos, they seem to take a little too long. So I'm going to try to just rush through this. Not really rush, but give my honest opinion still. And I'm still going to view these down from my least favorite to my favorite. And I've never opened these trucks. I never even opened a Mix 19 truck yet, because it's been... trying to find these things is insane, and you can only see so many Gravediggers, El Toros, and maybe Huskies. The Husky truck is pretty rare as well. Well, pretty common as well. But yeah, those ones, it's been insane. So if you guys had luck finding these, let me know in the comments. If you guys were one of the lucky ones to get these back, and I would say probably the latest, maybe the earliest if you're lucky, October, late September, maybe that time frame if you were lucky. But yeah, we're gonna start off this countdown here. There's 9 trucks in this mix, and I'm gonna start off with my least favorite to my favorite. So here it is, guys. The truck coming in last at mix number 19 is none other than the yellow El Toro Loco. Now, the reason why this truck is coming in last out of these is because this is the 13th time we are seeing an El Toro Loco in some kind of shape or form this year. This is also another time that we are seeing a yellow truck. This one kind of reminds me of the truck from, I believe, Mix 14 or Mix 15 from last year. And really the only difference is the truck had gray rims and not actually gray rims and a purple beadlock. And I believe the horns were the same, but I can't remember off the top of my head. But for that reason, that's why El Toro does come in pretty low here. Now, I am going to crack this thing open to take a closer look at it here. And there it is, completely out of the box, brand new. This truck does look good. The detailing on it is amazing. However, it's just another copy and paste El Toro from 2020. That's what it reminds me of. I mean, I'm sure there's a little bit different parts. I mean, the El Toro right here kind of sticks out to me. I don't know why, Loco does. But it does come with a yellow wheelie bar, which is nice. However, I do like the version from last year better. I think the one with the rims that were gray with the purple beadlock looked a little better than this one, but nonetheless, in this mix, kind of low. However, it is nice to see this truck back. I do like this truck a lot, so it is nice to see a yellow El Toro, and I think we got one in the Dirty to Clean, or yeah, Dirty to Clean. We got one in the 5-pack, and I think the one in the 5-pack had gray rims and a red or orange beadlock. But now, let's move on to the next truck. And the truck that is coming in at number 8 is none other than Max D. Now, kind of shocking, as I was doing the research on this video, we've only seen Max D 6 times this year, and it's only been released in the singles a couple times. So it has the Breaking World Records, it has the double packs with the Dirty to Clean, and it does have a Gears and Galaxy pack, double pack I believe. But we never saw an original Max D, a brand new, just normal Max D, besides the Reckless one. So the Reckless one was the other single one, and this is the Legacy truck. So very interesting. I really thought there was a lot more Max Ds released this year. As you can tell, it is a Target card back, and I'm going to pop this guy right open right now. Boom, 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 if I can. So here he is. So Max D right here. Now this does actually have the front engine on the chassis, which is very nice. So that is a nice added touch. I do like how the truck does have the kind of gray and orange wheelie bar. That's a nice little added touch right there. And it's just your normal Max D. So we did see one of these, which I'm actually really shocked by that. I thought there was a lot more. But altogether, there is only 6 Max Ds that got released this year. Kind of weird. I really thought there would be a lot more. And this is the only normal one. So last year, it felt like we had a lot of Max Ds. This year, not that many, but I am happy to see that it is on the front engine chassis or the Wheelman's chassis, and I think Max D is always going to have that now. So, and I'm just counting Max Ds. I'm not counting like Goldbergs and Teammates. I kind of group those as like a separate like entity because like, you know, it was a different truck back then. But yeah, pretty cool nonetheless. But still low on this list just because of the trucks in this Mix 19. And coming in at number 7, and speaking of number 7, there was actually 7 Max Ds released last year. I forgot the World Finals one in the Mix 16 Dirty to Clean. But however, there is also 7 of these trucks that we saw this year, and with this one being the second single release besides the Breaking World Records, it is none other than the Sheer Madness Soldier Fortune. So this one is actually pretty hard to find. This was actually one of the last trucks I needed to complete this mix. This one and the chase piece were actually kind of hard. Now, the reason why this one sits so low is because, honestly, I think it looks good. I like the roll cage. I like the chassis. I like the wheelie bar. However, I'm not too big on picking Soldier Fortune for the Sheer Madness. I think they could have went with some other truck. However, it is kind of unique and different. But I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. So let's crack it open and see how it looks. So as I sit here and I really look at these trucks now, the only reason why I have this ahead of Max D and El Toro is because this is something new that we haven't seen before. And for 2021, this was something new for Spinmaster, what they were trying to do. And I think they did it pretty good. Now, there's only a couple trucks here with Sheer Madness, and we really saw a lot of them kind of just get thrown into the mixes towards the end of the year. And I think they did pretty well. So if you don't know what the Sheer Madness is basically the chassis here. It's all metal. It's a black metal chassis. The plastic is actually the body of the truck. That's how they make it like that transparent. And it looks okay. I mean, honestly, it might be my favorite Soldier Fortune that we've seen this year. I do like the color scheme. I love that lavender kind of white tire rim combo, beadlock combo it's got going on. And the transparent roll cage too, so it's actually a transparent gray roll cage, which is very nice as well. And these trucks are a little heavier, obviously, because of the metal chassis. I mean, the trucks that are left in this mix, I honestly like them better than Soldier Fortune. I don't ever want to sound biased or anything, but I mean, I like the truck. I think it's the best looking Soldier Fortune. Just the competition and the other trucks that are in this mix, I think they deserve to be ahead of it. However, this is something new that Spinmaster did, and I think they did a good job with the whole Sheer Madness, and I really hope it continues. Somehow, some way, I don't know, maybe they just wanted to get Soldier Fortune out of the way, maybe, and get that one done. But nonetheless, I think it's way better than the first Soldier Fortune that we saw back in Mix 16, because that truck was kind of puke stain brown. So this one's definitely a lot better than that one. And the truck just missing the top 5, coming at number 6, is none other than Monster Mutt Husky. So we haven't really seen this truck a lot. I think we only seen it total maybe 4 or 5 times since 2019, which is kind of insane actually if you think about it. So this truck actually is the only time it got released as a single this year. It also did get released in a Dirty to Clean pack with, I believe, Monster Mutt Poodle, and it also did get released in a 4-pack, which I've never seen. It's a 4-pack for all the dogs, and I believe other than that, the only other time we really saw it was an ice version last year, and I think that was the only time we saw it last year, and then we saw it in 2019 in a double pack. So pretty rare truck here, especially this paint job and this setup, this whole thing right here. So let's crack this thing open and see what it looks like. And there it is, the 2021 Monster Mutt Husky. Now this thing's actually pretty unique because it does have the same exact roll cage as the Sheer Madness Soldier of Fortune, and the tires are actually a little more tinted, like a tannish color. Let me pull out Soldier of Fortune so you guys can see what I'm talking about here. But the roll cages are exactly the same. It's that transparent gray, which is pretty cool. And they actually both have a black chassis. However, you can tell Soldier of Fortune has the metal. This one clearly doesn't. It's just a normal black chassis, which is okay. And then this truck does come with a blue wheelie bar and a white tire. And a pretty solid looking truck, a pretty mean looking truck. And honestly, when you look at this one compared to the one that comes in the 4-pack, I believe the 4-pack comes with blue tires and a black chassis and a blue roll cage and gray rims, maybe. But yeah, they look really good. I mean, Monster Mutt Husky is definitely one of those trucks that looks the part. It looks really cool. I really like the way it looks. It'd be something to see if they do something more with this in the future, because it's kind of weird when you go back and look through, Brian Z. Patton, and you look at all the things. It's weird. It's weird that there's not that many. I think there's only 5 in total of Monster Mutt Husky, which is kind of odd. But hopefully we can see more of this truck in the future. And cracking the top 5, and also with 5 trucks on this year for 2021 for Spinmaster, is none other than Earthshaker, and it's the Max Contracts truck. Now this is pretty funny because out of nowhere there's 2 Earthshakers in Mix 19 and Mix 20, and they're both kind of hard to find. This one was definitely a challenge. It was near one of the last ones I needed to find, but I like the Max Contracts. I think they did a great job with this. I think all the trucks actually look great, and I really hope Spinmaster continues it. I don't know who else they can do, but it will be interesting to see if they do continue it. And as for Earthshaker, now the last truck that we're going to see, and the one that looks the most normal in the singles, is the Showtime Truck, which is in Mix 20. That is that chase piece, which I actually am fortunate enough to have it right here. So there's that. And then we saw a Elemental one, which was Dirt, I believe, and then we saw it in the Gears and Galaxy, and then we saw it in the, I believe, the Dirty to Clean. I want to say it came with Gravedigger. It may have been the first pack, the very first pack we saw for Dirty to Clean. But yeah, only 5 Earthshakers this year. Kind of interesting. But let's crack this thing open. And there it is, freshly out of the box, the black and white or Max Contracts Earthshaker. Really cool looking, really nice. So if you're not familiar with these trucks, because some of them did get released near the end of the season here, but they basically are just black and white trucks, and this one actually has a nice gnarly scratch right here. Nice. Yeah, so it's black and white trucks. They have white tires with a black rim and black Beadlock, a white chassis that's plastic, a black roll cage, and then basically all the decals and everything is just black and white. And for Earthshaker, I really like this. They made the dirt in the back black. They could have just left that dirt, so I'm really glad to see they took the time to put that and make that black. And this does come with a white wheelie bar and a black tire. Now for the wheelie bars, next year we're not going to see them, so that kind of hurts a little bit, but nonetheless pretty cool. Solid truck, a new concept, and one that actually pulls off very nicely done. And I really like the added touch of the black dirt. If they would have left that just dirt color, like a brown, or how it usually looks, this truck would have been way lower on the list. But it is nice to see that it does have the black replacing the dirt. And as I'm looking at this thing, it seems like it has scratches all over the place, as you can tell right there too. So interesting. I just opened it, so odd. coming in at number 4 is personally one of my favorite trucks right now on the real life circuit, and it's none other than the Bakugan Dragonoid. So this is a awesome truck, and I love seeing new Dragonoids anytime they're a little different. And this is really nice. So this is the very last elemental truck, and this is wind. I believe last year it was hurricane force. So honestly, if you had to compare the two, a little biased, but I do like Dragonoid a lot better than hurricane force. And this is also, I believe, the last time we're seeing Dragonoid this year. So last time we're going to see it for 2021, we did see 5 versions of this truck. We saw the very, very nice looking black, purple, and green one, and then we saw the normal one. And Dragonoid did have a Stars and Galaxy truck, and I believe it did have its own playset for this year as well. So I believe that totals 5. Kind of shocking that there's no Dirty to Clean of Dragonoid. Kind of weird. And also, one thing that's kind of weird too is you would think Dragonoid would be a Showtime truck, or at least a chase truck. Maybe we can make that happen for next year? Maybe? Come on, Spinmaster. But, we'll see what happens with that. But let's crack this thing open, because I really want to look at this thing. And there it is, the Elemental truck for Dragonoid. So, I don't know if the Elemental series is coming back. I can't remember the poster off the top of my head for 2022. So, if this is the very last Elemental truck, very fitting we did it with Dragonoid, and I think it flows very nicely done with wind. They could have did fire as well with Dragonoid, but obviously Gravedigger had fire, but I'm not complaining. I think the wind suits it a little better. I do like what they did with the horn. They made it that kind of see-through color. As you can tell, the horn in this one's a little bent. Odd. But, yeah, there's that. And I also like what they did with the wings, too. They made the webbing between the wings like that transparent white color, which is very nice. The roll cage itself is actually a transparent white, which is nice. And it has a nice gray chassis, which always looks nice on Dragonoid. And then you got those awesome wind tires, which honestly they don't roll that great, but it's there for looks. It's pretty cool. And then you got Dragonoid's arms that move here on the side and on this side. Actually, this arm moves a lot easier, as you can tell, for some reason. And this one moves a little difficult. And this truck does come with a green wheel and a red roll bar, wheelie bar. Man, I'm going to miss the wheelie bars. As much as a lot of people don't like them, I honestly did like them. I thought they were a cool, nice little added touch. But, yeah, as the last Dragonoid with a wheelie bar, there it is right there. Pretty cool. Good enough to break at least the top 5, at least in my book on this case, or this mix. But, yeah, we got 3 left, so let's see what they are. Alright, so cracking the top 3. I don't know if a lot of you guys will agree with me, but here it is, the Showtime truck for Mix 19, and it's none other than the son of a digger. So we've seen this truck 6 times this year, and we saw it in Mix 16, which it was okay looking. And then we saw the Sheer Madness one in Mix 21. Then we had the Gears one, which was all white. And then we ended up having one for the Dirty to Clean series. And honestly, out of all those trucks, I really do think this is the best looking one. I really love how the purple rims are on it. I like the roll cage. I mean, you look at this one and then you look at the Mix 16 one, and honestly, they look so identical. I mean, the only difference is the rims and the beadlocks. If you really get technical, I'm actually going to try to put a picture of it up on screen. But that one also did come with a blue wheelie bar, and basically it's the same thing, just the rims are different. But I really do like this one. For some reason, this one does point out or stand out at me, and I don't know why. I just really like it. Now, I'm going to open this up, and I know this is like a perfect card for a chase piece, but yeah, we're going to open it up and take a closer look. Not going to lie, I don't like opening ones that are perfect, but there it is. And there it is, Mix 19 Showtime Truck or chase piece right out of the box. Honestly, I like the way this one looks. Now, a lot of people might say the one from Mix 16 looks a lot better, and the only difference is I can try to put a picture up of it on screen, but basically it still has the PKT tires, the lettering on it. Obviously, this one's a Showtime truck, so this one does have a black motor and black shocks. The other one was just blue. Now, the roll cage is completely the same color. The wheelie bar is completely the same. It is a blue wheelie bar with a black tire, and that's really all that's different. Everything else, the truck does kind of look the same. Now, there's one thing I did want to check, is the grill on the front of it. I believe the grill is the same. I don't think they really updated it or anything, which they did not, but that's okay. In my honest opinion, this looks a lot better. I just like the way the purple flows with the rims, and the black little added touch of the motor and the shocks make it look good. Now, the only question is with this is maybe if they made the shocks purple. I can understand them making the motor blue or silver, but I don't know, I feel like maybe if they made it purple, maybe an added little eye-popping color scheme right there. But nonetheless, I think this is the best looking son of a digger that we've gotten so far. Even though the Mix 16 one might be a little more realistic with the rims, but I really do like this truck. I think it flows very nicely done. I like the purple. It really matches the purple on the paint scheme of the truck. So, I mean, it's hard to pick with son of a digger. It's really, I don't know. I mean, you're comparing apples to oranges, but then again, this does have a metal chassis as well, so there's that. So, not really that bad. However, this is the hardest truck to find in this mix, so hopefully if you guys did find it, you guys can find it pretty quick. If you didn't find it, good luck, because I had to search eBay for this one. I have to admit that, I did. Alright, and the truck coming in at number 2 is none other than the truck that's always in every single mix in somehow, shape, way, or form, and that's none other than the Spectra Gravedigger. Now this one, I rank this one pretty high because it just looks cool. I love the stealthy look on this thing. I love how everything's all blacked out. It is a mean looking truck, and I really, really like this. Now, going through how many Gravediggers, if you guys wanted to take a guess on how many Gravediggers that Spinmaster came out with in 2021, you would probably guess maybe 10, maybe 15. No. Counting the Superstore exclusive Dungeon Gravedigger, counting the Ride Truck Employee exclusive Gravedigger, counting the 5 trucks that are in the double packs, every Gravedigger, the old school Gravedigger, the red primer Gravedigger, there was 19 different Gravediggers released this year from Spinmaster. That's crazy that there was 19 of them. And honestly, maybe I'll go through every Gravedigger I have and make a video and, you know, pick out my best one. But this one, I really do like this. I just can't believe there was 19 Gravediggers made. So, the Spectrum, I believe this is the only truck this year that was made with Spectrum, and, you know, fitting it would be Gravedigger, and it's kind of odd, because the way this truck is, as I take it out here, it's kind of like the Sheer Madness trucks. Now, I really don't understand the difference between this and the Sheer Madness ones. Now, I do have a Soldier Fortune next to me, and I'm going to bring them in here just to compare. But it's kind of the same thing they got going on here. So both trucks have a plastic body. Gravedigger's a little harder plastic, and it's also transparent. I don't know if the light on the camera is going to pick it up that well, but you can kind of see through it. You can definitely see it there. You can see Soldier Fortune behind it. If you can see its tire back there. So it's a transparent black, which is nice. It has a transparent black roll cage, which is nice. It has a metal black chassis, just like the Sheer Madness trucks, and this truck also does have a black rim and black beadlock with an all blacked out wheelie bar. I keep calling it roll bar, I don't know why, but yeah, so I don't know the big difference with Sheer Madness and Spectra trucks. Now, I'm pretty sure there might be some Spectra trucks next year in 2022. I cannot remember off the top of my head. But honestly, I love the way this Gravedigger looks. It is a very, very stealthy looking truck. I really do like it. I mean, honestly, it's a mean, slick, sleek looking truck. And I like the way this Gravedigger looks. I think they did a great job on this. Just looking it over, and the truck doesn't feel that heavy, but I mean, look at that. That's a pretty cool looking Gravedigger. But now there's only one truck left, and I think you guys all know what it is. Alright, and here it is, one of the most highly requested trucks, one of the most expensive trucks on eBay, Sparkle Smash. So we haven't seen this thing in a long time, and I'm not going to count the one from 2020, the one that came in the double pack with the Ice Cream Man truck, that one was obviously a different version of Sparkle Smash, but the original Sparkle Smash is going for so much money on eBay. It's crazy. It's really crazy to think. However, I love this truck. It is so cool looking. It really is. It really is. Like, I really do like it. And the original Sparkle Smash was a little more, not as bright. The original Sparkle Smash, from what I remember, was kind of a purple roll cage with purple rims. I think it had a chrome chassis. Other than that, I think the body-wise, everything else is kind of the same. So basically, just the body, well, basically the chassis and the roll cage changed over time, but we haven't seen this truck since 2019, and I know we got one in 2020. It was a rear-wheel to steel one. It was just solid pink. It wasn't like this, so kind of interesting. Also, oh yeah, this one has white tires, so let's crack this thing. Hope. Oh, look at this insert. Look at that. Take it out. There we go. Alright, so here it is, the 2021 Sparkle Smash, and honestly, I like this version a lot better. So last year, or not even last year, 2 years ago, by the time people get this, probably 3 years almost, but the truck did have black wheels last time. It had the same color rims, I believe. It had a purple roll cage from what I remember, and it also had a chrome chassis. This one actually does have a white chassis that matches the tires perfectly, and this does have a baby blue roll cage which matches basically the wheelie bar and the mane of the horse down here. I'm really happy to see they still kept the sparkles in the paint, and honestly, this is just a really cool looking truck. I mean, that is awesome. Now, we haven't seen really the horse casting that all this year that much. I don't even think we saw horsepower. We did see racing stripes, I believe, with Son of a Digger and the Dirty to Clean, and that was really it. We really didn't see this truck at all. I never knew if this truck was coming back, and for a while, it was a joke on the Facebook group of how much it was. It was like $100. It was like almost $200. You know, there was a joke up on eBay at one point. There was one up there for $800 from 2019, but honestly, this truck wins the best truck in this mix because it's nice to see something back. It's nice to see them change it up in a way to where it looks better than the original, at least in my opinion. And not only that, but it's something original. It's something brand new. It's something that, you know, in 2018 or 2000, you know, before the truck got released, no one ever thought something like this. And not only that, but like, obviously this is something for the girls and all that stuff too, but like, it's just cool. It's a cool looking truck. I love the paint on it. I love the sparkles. It just shines. It's a really cool looking truck. Yeah, and honestly, I think back when that truck got released, it was one of my favorites, or at least in my top 3 for that mix that it was originally in. But yeah, honestly, it's nice to see this truck back, and you know, just the jokes and everything online with it too. Pretty funny. But honestly, and on a serious note, I think it might be the best truck in this mix. It just looks that good. Well, there it is, guys. It took a while for them to come. It took a while for them to find or even get. But there it is, the complete mix 19 of Spinmaster trucks. Lots of white and lots of purple in this mix, I'm just realizing. But, pretty cool. But nonetheless, let me know what your favorite truck was. Did you guys like Sparkle Smash, Dragonoid, Gravedigger? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to drop a like and don't forget to subscribe. There will be way more videos out this week. Don't worry, we're catching all back up on everything. But yeah, let me know what your favorite one was, you know. But with that being said, if you guys did not find this mix already, hopefully you can find it soon. Like I said, it is still the first week of February, and I just basically found the whole thing. So it's coming, just give it time. But with that being said, I will see you guys in another video very shortly, very soon. And hey, just drop a like and subscribe. I'll see you guys very shortly.